What is up, everybody? Jay Nell here. I did not do any predictions, but I'm here with a couple of recaps here. We had the debut of Gegard Mousasi in Bellator 185 on Friday. We also had UFC in Poland. I'm gonna talk about the two top tier fights on that card as well. So first, the debut of Gegard Mousasi in Bellator. He took on Alexander Shlemenko, the ex-Bellator 185 champion, and I knew this would not be an easy win for Gegard. I knew he needed to be prepared, do not take him lightly, and this was not. If you guys are noticing, my eyebrows are messed up. But anyway, I'm just looking at myself like, man, she messed me up. Okay, so round one, Alexander almost swole Gegard's eyes shut in the first half of the very first round. Gegard could not see. In fact, when they went to the second round, they brought in the doctor. The doctor didn't even do the whole, how many fingers, I got a popsicle, it's like 90 degrees. The doctor didn't do the whole, how many fingers I got hold up. He kind of just did like a light test to see if the eye responded. And then he said, play ball. I think nobody wanted to see this fight stop so early. So that whole first round, he really couldn't see out of that eye, but he actually still edged out that round anyway. He was in survival mode. He was taking him down, holding him up against the fence, making him hold his body weight. He did get him to the ground. He did land some nice ground and pound shots. He did take the back and have a rear naked attempt. So he did, in my opinion, win that first round. That was the clearest round that he won. Round two was much, much closer. Like I said, that eye was pretty much gone. He had one eye, and that left kept connecting for Alexander. He stunned him a few times. So again, Gegard was in survival mode, having to take him down. I expected to see him, I thought he would be able to strike with Alexander more, but again, getting that eye shut in the first round probably killed that whole game plan. But even still, he just didn't seem as sharp. His striking wasn't as sharp. His elbows weren't as sharp. His movement wasn't as quick. His hand speed wasn't as quick. This was not the best Gegard Mousasi. Again, not wanting to take anything away from Alexander. I'm hoping that he didn't take Alexander lightly. Second round, more of the same exact. Alexander stunned him more. Landed, I believe, a nice knee in that round. The end of that round had a nice little flurry. This was a much closer round, and you could. Some people are even debating that second round, saying it might have gone to Alexander. So that round, you tell me how you feel about that second round. Third round, I think Alexander won, even though Gegard did take him down again, did have him holding, pressing up against the cage, holding his body weight, but I think Alexander stunned him too many times, maybe even possibly had a near finish. Made a mistake at the end of the third round where Gegard fell on his back because he's like, we going to the ground. And instead of backing up and making Gegard stand up where you were clearly getting the best of him, he played that game where he kicked the legs and acted like he was going to get inside, and then he did get inside, and he actually took a serious up kick from Gegard while playing this game. He wasted about a good 40 seconds before he actually backed up and had Gegard stand up. That was a mistake. In those 40 seconds, I think Alexander might have been able to finish the fight and get a win over Gegard Mousasi. Either way, it was a competitive fight. It was a good fight. It was not an easy win and not an easy debut for Gegard Mousasi. I think I don't know, someone let me know if he had a hard training camp, if the transition from UFC to here was stressful for him. He's made transitions from other organizations before, but he wasn't this big of a name. There was not this much attention, not this much money, not this much press. So someone let me know how his camp went, how he was feeling physically. Again, not to take anything away from Alexander. He looked sharp. He was very tough. He was very powerful. I knew he wasn't an easy win. So good fight for both men. And who would you like to see them both fight next in Bellator, which is putting on some good fights? The level of talent there is raising with each event that we see. So good for you, Bellator. Now, real quick, UFC fight nights in Poland happened last night. I want to talk about the top two fights. First off, we saw Carolina Kowalkiewicz get a nice victory against Jodie Esquibel. And I believe this was her debut in the UFC. She might even took this on short notice. Someone let me know. She's from Invicta. I've seen her fights in Invicta. Invicta is producing very quality fighters there. She got a butt whoop though. For 3 rounds. Carolina was just the sharper striker. There were times where she did get her down to the ground. She did tie her up. She got her shots and she landed a nice kick at one point. It was competitive. This was not total domination, but I agree with the judges. I believe all 3 of them gave her all 3 rounds. Someone let me know if I'm wrong on that. She called out Jessica Andrade, said that apparently they were supposed to fight before, and Jessica was saying that she tried to pull out. She's saying, no, I didn't. I want you. So yeah, there's a couple of fights there in the top 5 of that strawweight division that we need to see, and I think they're all going to be excellent, so I'm willing to see it. Who would you like to see her fight next? They both lost to the champ. Champ's got Thug Rose next, So why not see Jessica Andrade and Carolina? So let me know what you'd like to see next for Carolina. Now, main events, and I didn't do a prediction, and if I would have gotten it wrong. I would have picked Donald Cerrone to rebound against Darren Till, and he did not. This ended in the first round. Small filling out period. Darren connected with a punch, and then he connected with a hell of an elbow that stunned him and sent him back, and basically started the beginning of the end. A couple more shots, and he beat Donald down to the ground, got on top, ground and pound. Ref stopped the fight. This was a great stoppage and a horrible third loss in a row for Donald Cowboy Cerrone. I really wanted to see him rebound. We all love the Cowboy. Everybody loves him. So I had 3 losses in a row, bad losses, KOs. The one against Robbie Lawler, of course, was a good performance, close fight. That wasn't a bad loss, but he got knocked out before that one. And this one here, Darren Till is one to watch. I knew he was one to watch. He's got the mouth game on lock, already talking that cash money trash. Mike Perry, I didn't even know they had beef. Apparently they were supposed to fight before, but didn't. Someone, oh, you pulled out your punk. Mike Perry actually managed to make it to the cage, up on the cage after the fight, and was going back and forth. They had to hold him back. Afterwards, when Darren Till was walking out of the arena, Perry must have had like 20 people from his hometown with him in Poland. They had a whole section going at Till. I was like, who are all those people with Perry? So I'm pretty sure that we got the beginnings of that one in the making right there. Mike Perry's on a heck of a run himself, so I'm down for it. So who would you like to see Darren Till fight next? And let me know how you did on both those events, how all your picks went, any injury updates, how you feel about Gegard's debut, about what should Cerrone do? Yeah, follow me on Facebook. Talk to me. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on Snapchat now. Subscribe, like, talk to me. Take care. Goodbye.